All right, I need you to help us so we can help you. So you tell us what we need, and then, you know, we're trying to help you, man.
Oh, it's the gang. Okay.
You're the boss.
That's how you want to do it.
All right, tough guy. That's what you
Yo,
want.
Special.
Dickhead.
So you want to be fucking difficult?
Oh, shit.
I got one question for you. Have you ever resold sneakers?
I'm not a reseller, cuz. I'm not a reseller. Wrong guy. Wrong guy.
All right.
That's a full size. That's a full size. She want every color. That's a full size.
Hello to every single member of the FS Army watching across the world. Of course, I'm your co-host, Brendan Dunne.
I'm Matt Welty.
Trinidad James.
We have a special guest with us here. If you could introduce yourself.
Jaysse, aka 2J6.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Jaysse, we're going to talk about what you've been doing in the sneaker game. You got a new store opening up, is that right?
Congrats, brother.
Thank you, guys. Thank you.
On a busy intersection.
Yeah, it's
in
crazy.
The world's greatest city.
Yeah, I'm really excited about finally being able to get the opportunity to be back in the tri-state area and provide the UN experience to the masses. You know, it's gonna be fun.
We're gonna get into all that, but first we want to talk some sneaker news. The first thing here is ASAP Rocky's Under Armour deal. What's the status of
What
this?
Under Armour deal?
Yeah,
That's the bigger question.
We think the Under Armour deal doesn't exist anymore, basically.
How did you feel about Rocky's shoes that he did with Under Armour? You personally, Jay?
I can't really show any bias when we're selling products, so if there's like a genuine support for it, we gotta carry it. But would I rock them? Nah.
You could just go buy a pair of Osage D3s down
You could do that too.
DSW.
But I appreciate the fact that Under Armour is trying to do something different because
Correct.
they recognize that they have to do something different.
It looks a bit like the deal's done here. Basically, Complex ran this piece about it,
Yeah.
kind of calling out what was or was not going on with it. This guy Rax on Twitter responded saying that the deal has already been dissolved and nobody heard about it.
He supposedly does consulting work for Joel Embiid's
Rax, right?
Anthony Raccanello,
Allegedly.
who works for Lapstone and Hammer.
I think the Under Armour GM of footwear responded to the piece and said, we have an incredible relationship to this day with Rocky and his team, and we're both very proud of the SRL low release. The door is open for future work together. That kind of sounds like it's done, right? I don't know.
I mean, one of the key things is that, like, companies, people expect you to wear your shoe. And I feel like that is a tough ask for somebody like a Rocky. I mean, if you give Kendrick a Reebok, he's gonna wear the Reebok all the time or whatever, but Kendrick is not trying to be an amazing drip master or anything. Right. When it comes to being ASAP Rocky, that comes with way more silhouettes than just his shoe.
Yeah.
It's hard for him to just be able to.
Yeah. But then why sign the deal? I know people say it's about the bag and all of that.
It's America, baby.
I feel like they told him that it would have been cool because I would imagine a person like Rocky and those guys over there would help them to understand like he's not gonna be wearing these every day. They don't expect him to. They just was banking on Rocky's name being attached to Under Armour and that's it.
I just think it makes him look kind of foolish, you know?
Yeah, he said, I want more than a collaboration partner when he first signed the deal.
You gotta appreciate the fact that they both went out on a limb. But if it doesn't work, if it's not really,
it's business.
Irreconcilable differences. I thought I was
he got there.
Right. One of those tough words, yeah.
Talking about collabs though and moving forward, I would imagine being a store seller like Supreme collabs are one of the hitters for you.
I mean, Supreme for us has been doing really well.
Is Supreme or Yeezy bigger for you as far as resale? I feel like those are the two biggest resellers.
I mean, those are the two things that we're probably moving the most units in at the Vegas location.
No Spezials on the shelves?
I mean, it's really like we probably sell about 500 to 700 pieces of Supreme in store. At the store, if we sell 100 pairs of shoes, 60 of them are Yeezys still. So like for me, I'm excited that the resale keeps going down because it's making it easier.
Nice.
Easier.
Yeah, I think it's making it easier. Yeah.
Oh,
easier. I caught it.
So they're coming out with a new Supreme and Nike Tailwind.
Okay.
I think it's like a 98 or whatever.
Nike Air Max Tailwind 4 from 1999.
How do you feel about this shoe, Jay?
I wasn't a fan of Tailwinds back in the day. I'm
Same.
not a fan of Tailwinds now, but I like the fact that Supreme constantly grabs shoes that when they're doing these collabs, they're doing stuff that no one has even thought about.
The problem with that though is that like the people who work at Supreme and the people behind these projects have like really good intentions, but like what comes with Supreme is just all the complete fuck shit. And
explain what you mean by that.
Not everyone who wears Supreme is an asshole, right?
Right.
But the majority of people who are just running out to try to buy the shoe because it's Supreme Nike is
Those are assholes.
Is a complete asshole. So, and there are people who have no clue. Like it's the concept.
Nah, it's only getting copped because the name Supreme is tied.
But it's a constant Supreme theme. No, didn't mean to rhyme that one. But that you know that everything that Supreme does, that like their fan base has no clue what they're purchasing. You know what I mean? It's like when they do a Morrissey t-shirt, no one who buys that t-shirt knows who
Morrissey is. Yeah.
They do a Supreme, you know, Air Max Tailwind 4. The majority of the kids buying that shoe weren't even alive when it was like first came out, and that was fucking 20 years ago.
Does that?
Yeah, but you,
to a certain extent, does that matter?
Special shoes
No, I didn't. But they also don't. I feel like a lot of those kids don't even have an appreciation for it. Like they would have never went out and bought that shoe if the name Supreme was never attached to it. And they'd probably make fun of kids that were wearing that shoe.
100% agree with you, but it also falls on the brands, it falls on the influencers and the people before us to create the awareness for that consumer that's buying this product to know, yo, this is why this was relevant at this time. I think every brand is doing a poor job in telling that story, and people are just getting caught up in, yo, this might flip and I might be able to make 10 bucks, 20 bucks, $100 on it, so fuck it, I'm gonna buy it regardless of what it is.
Was that shoe ever relevant? I don't know if I missed it, but to me it's just
I don't
well, he would know.
I don't think it was ever like
Yo,
huge
I mean,
like
I
that.
was cool with Pegasus, but Tailwinds, nah, bro, I couldn't do it.
Talking about real influencers, Nike's dipping into the gaming community nowadays. It's the League of Legends Pro League in China.
Right.
It's a gaming league, and they're actually sponsoring the jerseys of the gamers. I don't know why a gamer would need a jersey. I know there's a bunch of gamers who probably watch this.
Cool, man.
They're gonna.
It's not. I mean, it's
battle.
about.
Are you a gamer guy, kind of, or used
Bro,
to be?
I haven't been able to play a video game in like 4 years, but I was tough on 2K.
Yeah?
I held my own on 2K.
Right.
No LAN parties back in the day though? No CSGO? 1.6?
I've always been like.
War 3? Footman Frenzy?
Nah, I couldn't do it. I was like 2K, Madden,
Of course.
NBA Live.
Real
I know. Brendan's the real Brendan's like MC Hotkeys over here. Like,
Look at him. You got special computers.
Age of Empires. Like,
Listen, man, don't tempt me. This is a cool enough thing, but I feel like it could get old really quick. I don't want to see like
The
so
story
many
just has to
products
be
and-
told correctly.
Well, I mean, you got to look at how big gamers have become. The gaming world is huge now. It's not what it used to be where in Brendan's day or whatever. Like, you got people like Ninja who's like...
We're out of the basement.
Who's I'm not rapping, but who's playing games with the biggest artists in the world. Travis Scott, Drake, or whatever. Like, Nike's always been an opportunist to a certain extent. Or whatever, respectfully. Not even like the kind of creepy kind of just like, you know, Nike gonna jump on what's hot or whatever.
Sure.
Like, why would I not want to have the best gamer wearing Nike? Because it is a sport.
Yeah.
Gaming is a sport.
I need to see some jerseys for some pro Magic players.
yeah.
Channel
Yeah.
Fireball team. John Finkel, come on the show.
Shout out Gamergate.
Whoa.
But
It's about ethics of video games.
Yeah. Yes.
What's your definition of a hype beast?
Hype beast is someone that's consumed by it and is going out of their way to chase all the things that everyone else struggle to get.
Shouldn't we do more than that?
We should, and I'm trying, right? But when I came in, if you were called a hype beast, it was like end of all, right? Like that was the worst possible
That's
thing.
what I'm saying.
Kind of disrespectful.
But now it's like if you're a hype beast, that's almost like a badge.
I don't see it.
I don't think so.
Not everybody wears it the same way either.
All of us have been in sneakers for a long time, and you have like a strong passion for it. But then sometimes when I go to like these sneaker events and you see kids with literally their sole identity, not to use it as a pun. No, seriously not. But their whole identity is like, I love streetwear and I love sneakers. But then when I see people that they're literally a one-dimensional person and all they have is...
Talking about him?
But like I'm like this
there's
is
a couple
this
more
isn't
dimensions
but
than
this
one.
isn't this isn't like the scene or like the place that I want to be involved with. These people aren't interesting to me to even talk to. It's like...
But again, it falls on the community to either push those people out, or somebody like yourself say, you know what, I'm not with that and I gotta do more and I gotta show more.
I want to ask you one thing. When we met at ComplexCon,
Yeah.
2018, we were in the fray of things.
Yeah, it was
at the
fun.
Nike SB,
It was fun.
Diamond booth,
Canary,
right?
Yeah.
Behind the barriers,
yeah.
people were pushing around. You introduced yourself to me. You said, I'm the one who started the Keymaster thing.
Right.
What is the Keymaster?
So the Keymaster is, I didn't invent the machine, but I was I was one of the first guys to repurpose it and put sought after sneakers into it.
they were malls and stuff before where you could win like an iPhone or something like that.
You could win iPads, headphones,
Now, are
gift
these
cards.
things rigged? A
They
lot of
can be.
comments online about them being rigged.
Yeah, 1000% they can be, but it really depends on the person that's running the machine as to how it's using it. Me, I set my machines to take a loss. and it wasn't necessarily like that when I first started, because honestly, I didn't even knew how the fucking machine worked.
Right.
Right? The way, I mean, it's no secret. You could do the research online and figure out what the machine does. Right?
Basically, you can set it up in a way that it doesn't pay out any prizes until they put in enough money to gain that prize.
And you have like Red Octobers and Pharrells.
Yeah,
and
I've thrown
Yeezys.
fucking mags in there. I've thrown plane tickets to fly wherever you want in there. For me, the machines, once I figured out how to really, how the machine works and the benefit of the machine, for me, I set it to be beneficial in gaining foot traffic and brand awareness. Every guest that comes into my store, I tell them, yo, play for the same row, spend 20, 40 bucks. If you won, dope. If you didn't, you got a chance, you tried, and you got to say you played it. I don't want you to get addicted to some shit that's like...
It's chance.
It's chance to an extent.
Like
Is it more chance than skill?
It's a little bit of both, because like you could have like the marksman of marksmen be in front of that machine and he could smack every time he plays.
Really?
You can, yeah, but...
There were lawsuits.
But then the machine is going to correct itself. So if it spits something before the parameters of what you've set it to be, it's gonna make it a little bit more difficult for the next win to happen. So like, and I'll give you an example. I set my machines at 25 cents. You know, when I set my machines, I had 26 fucking winners that day. That's why when I open March 9th,
in the store,
we're switching the shit to free play.
I love
all
it.
my machines.
I love it. You're opening here in New York City.
Yes.
And where is the store?
599 Broadway.
And it's open when?
March 9th.
It's an incredible location, by the way.
How is American Eagle involved? Because there's this, I know from the beginning, you know, the store in Vegas, you said you started it yourself, you were really proud, no investment. It seems like you have some relationship now with American Eagle.
We took on American Eagle as a business partner.
But when you talk about culture though, you know what I mean? Like doing it for the culture. American Eagle is clearly not the culture.
American Eagle is an American brand, and Urban Necessities is an American dream.
It's America, baby. I know you respect that.
The people that started American Eagle, like Mr. Schottenstein's parents, came out here with nothing. They're straight out the mud. They've just been able to get great people behind that brand to logistically make it the animal that it is today.
American Eagle is like 14-year-old white kids in the mall who are like getting that and then going and getting an Orange Julius.
To an extent, because I've been able to see.
Orange Julius.
Yeah, I've been able to see a little bit of who their target audience is.
Who is the target audience? Give us insight. I don't know shit about American Eagle.
It's gonna be 15 to 25 is their demo, right? They're the #1 vendor of denim for women in the United States. They're the #3 vendor of denim for men in the United States. And just being in a I'm in a top 10 mall in the United States in Vegas, right?
Right.
When I started having these conversations with American Eagle 8-9 months ago, this is the first thing, is like, how do I get the hardcore sneaker collector, the guy that's a fan of my brand, to understand why I'm rocking with American Eagle? So then I started paying attention to all my guests that were walking in. 4 out of 10 guys that are walking in my store are either wearing American Eagle denim, they're wearing American Eagle joggers. Like, we might be off it, but people still wear it.
But if the bag wasn't involved, would you work with American Eagle as a partner?
Yes. 100%. And while you make the face, here's why.
Yeah, I said, I'm glad
here's why. Here's why. From a logistical standpoint, right? Consignment. There's no blueprint. The only people that got their shit somewhat together in this is the first brands. What brands do you think of?
Flight Club.
Stadium Goods.
Are you ready for that competition?
My only competition is myself and the hours that I work.
But you're gonna have competition when you come to New York.
How? When I'm coming in with a lower consignment rate than everybody else and my prices are 10 or 15%. Once I
don't have the brand though. It's Flight Club. It's an institution.
But they've been around for 15 years, and 4 years I'm in a better location than they are.
This
and
is
I mean
true.
this with no disrespect.
The location is amazing.
Right?
Aren't y'all both on Broadway?
They're 10 blocks to the left.
Houston and Broadway. That's
okay.
Look, I look at brands like StockX. Like StockX, in my opinion, right now, if you look at them, they're like Redbox, right? They've now created these drop-off locations, and you're gonna be able to pick up product at some point there,
and they've done it in New York, too.
They've done it in New York, they're doing it in London, they're doing it in LA.
Doing it all over.
They're doing it all over. I'm a fan of StockX.
Thanks for coming on the show.
Yeah, he's a great dude. I'm a big fan of Josh and what he's doing. I think that they're probably 15 to 16 months from becoming Amazon Prime, in the sense that you could order an item, it'll get picked up, it'll get dropped off same day. That's gonna happen, it's inevitable. Flight Club gets the bag, Stadium Good gets the bag, everybody and their mother's getting the bag.
Foot Locker get the bag.
I'm waiting for the bag.
Right? And it's like, I know this is what I wanna do long term, so I had to find somebody that was open to working with me and my ideals to help correct the logistical side of it so I could stay here and provide a different type of experience.
And blow it up bigger, correct?
Right. So I'm gonna open at least 9 more stores.
Little beef to settle. Being that you are at Complex Media, we've seen a few of your YouTube videos.
And I did a couple.
Using the sneaker shopping.
I mean, you guys don't own the concept of shopping and a camera behind it.
No, but the word sneaker shopping is like kind of like, you know what I mean? Like you kind of know where
So you want me to use no G behind mine, or?
I just like it. But
I did the shit like twice, tops.
But you know, just I mean, but do you see it as like copying or something like that, or?
I mean, it's the greatest form of flattery, right? And like everybody has a different spiel. Here's the biggest difference between your sneaker shopping and my sneaker shopping, right? Since we want to take little jobs, right?
That's what we're here to do.
And I'm here
That's
to
what we're here to do.
I'm only cracking jokes. It's not talking shit, right?
Yeah.
But when you guys have guys come in there, half the time they don't even buy the shit that they're buying. And two,
No, that's not true. That's not true.
No, it is
No,
true.
no, that's not true.
It is
No,
true.
it's not true.
But
no, trust me. I work on it. It's not true.
For me, I'm caught up more in just trying to build brand awareness. It's not about throwing shades or like, it's a great concept.
Your brand for Urban Necessities,
yeah,
right?
It's about creating brand awareness for me.
You know, I think what's really interesting about YouTube, between the stuff that some people might label as clickbait, or, you know, Welty saying you stole our idea, things like that, you know, you don't have a lot of hate online. And, you know, we try to research as much as we can when a guest comes on, and you, among all the people who are in this scene, you know, almost all the big YouTubers or big people like this have a lot of hate. How have you avoided that? There's so little hate around you.
I think I treat people with respect. You know,
fuck you, Miss Guthrie.
If I fuck up, I tell you about my fuck up. I don't hide from it. You guys have seen, I've messed shit up in the past, and I took ownership. I didn't throw anybody under the bus. I said, yo, this was my bad. It happened under my watch. And I think that's what's happened. And then the other part too is I'm not afraid to go into someone's establishment and acknowledge their body of work. The whole way my brand was built is someone gave me the cosign and allowed me to grow, or gave me something that they didn't have.
American Eagle.
Anybody from Average Joe to American Eagle.
Correct.
Like, you know what I mean? So
It was
for
a
me,
process.
yeah, I'm still working and trying to build something where people could give it the validation.
On a lighter note, what do you think the title for this should be? On some clickbait type shit. Like what gets me an extra 10,000 to 30,000 views? Title-wise, your personal opinion.
Something about the truth. There's something, the truth about, you know, 2Js, or like exposed. Just put exposed.
Exposed? Is that it?
Exposed.
2J's kicks
Exposed. He fucked up. I don't know.
Oh my
Wait,
God.
well, let me ask you a real quick question. I know we went through this a little bit, but have you resold sneakers?
Yeah, all day long, bro. All day long. But I have a decent little collection. Like I've become I appreciate it. Like for me, collecting started with baseball cards, and then bicycles, and then now sneakers and tattoos. It's like.
Jaysse, every week here on the show, we punish somebody who said the most egregious thing last week in the worst take section here, and we make them switch out their shoes. I think it actually is me this week,
shit,
because
for real?
when we had Jacquees on, I said, fuck Miss Guthrie, which was his elementary school teacher.
I remember wearing the shoes to school, and I remember I had a mean-ass teacher named Miss Guthrie, but she used to love me, though.
Fuck you, Miss Guthrie.
No, no, Miss Guthrie, I love you forever.
I do apologize.
Ridiculous. That's
to
not
Miss
even
Guthrie.
you.
You think
I know.
You said that about an old woman, like a nice, like
he would
nice
never
nice
say
school
that.
teacher.
He would
It's
never
so
say that about
hard.
Sean Witherspoon, but he said it about Miss Guthrie.
Listen, my mom is a public school educator, and I made a mistake. See, it's
He's vegan. He doesn't want the
copies
beef.
to our mistakes. No big deal. So I have to take my shoes off, and I think we have some
What's the shoe?
unfortunate
What's the shoe?
sneakers for me to switch out into here. Ooh. Welty, if you would. What is this shoe?
These were
Welty made these.
These were a pair of shoes that I got a notification
Your grandma
saying you have
knitted
mail
these.
today, and I was like, oh, super excited. And I go and opened up the mail, and this is what I got
Jesus
sent.
I deserve this. I deserve this.
What is this? A moccasin?
Tell us in the comments who had the worst take this week, and we'll punish them accordingly. And pick Trinidad for once. Jesus.
I got to say something worth saying.
He been on a streak, huh?
So check me out, Jay. As you know, man, you watch the show. We do a segment called Drip, Flip, or Skip.
Right.
Or whatever. Drip, it looks good. Flip, you know what I'm saying? We take it down to Urban Necessities. Or whatever. Skip, we don't fuck with it. So starting off, our first shoe is the Nike Sakai collab LDV. What does the LDV stand for?
LDV is a late 70s, early 80s.
It was a running shoe
Nike
called the
runner.
LDV.
Ah,
it was the
okay,
LDV
okay.
1000, right,
There's
Brendan?
a couple different LDV models.
Okay. Well, that shit looks perfect on you, Brendan.
Fuck you.
It actually matches your shirt.
Fuck you.
So, Jay, drip, flip, or skip?
Drip. I got these.
You just wore these on YouTube, right?
Sneaker count for a lot of, but massively uncomfortable. There's no cushioning in them. They look good on foot, but that's one that is like a one and done for me, but that is drip.
Brendan.
It's a drip. These are beautiful. I don't like this colorway. The blue colorway is better to me, but I already DM'd somebody asking for help on a pair.
The thing is that this is the sort of Nike shoe that I actually really like. This,
I thought you were gonna.
No, this style.
couldn't tell where
But the one thing that seeing them in person kind of threw me off about is just how thick the sole is on it, and I think it's a skip just because of it looks kind of like a Spice Girls platform shoe.
Okay. It's a drip for me. It's different. I don't have it
It
yet.
depends
but,
on the outfit.
But I feel like I can
That's
drip
not
these.
for everybody, but that's drip.
You think I could do it?
Maybe not with them pants, but yeah, you probably could.
Switch the
Moving
pants up.
forward, we got the Yeezy 700 Inertia. Like this is like the gray and pink colorway.
Yeah, I have those too.
You're already dripping.
They're a hard wear, not from a comfort standpoint. The colors are very difficult to find shit to match.
Okay. Are they comfortable though?
Yeah.
Oh, they are comfortable.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So drip, flip, or skip for you?
I'd have to flip. I'd flip those because that's like one and done type shit too.
Brendan. Drip, flip, or skip, sir?
This is a skip for me. It really
Is it skip?
kind of looks like a pigeon colorway or something. I don't really know what's going on here.
The colors are loud on it.
I don't need these.
Actually, I've always liked the 700. I think that this colorway is pretty dope. I like an all gray shoe. Drip.
I'm gonna say drip. This is the one that I want actually. I don't have any of them.
Finally, it's the best fucking time of the year.
Well, you know what? You do this one. You
All
do
right.
this one. Start off.
All right,
Go ahead.
it's-
You do this
it's-
one.
it's
You deserve it.
Spring Summer 19 Adidas Special.
Woo!
March 8th. Already got the shoes on feet. Shout out Gary Aston, come on the show. This is like everyone who knows this is my favorite fucking shit in footwear. It's a
Big drip for Welty.
Jim
Brendan.
Gallagher coming to
Look,
show
I'm
this.
going with you, Brendan.
You know what? I like a lot of the stuff that Gary does with these Special collections, but there's nothing in there that I really want. This is a skip for me.
If
Jay?
I mean, it would be a skip all the way through except for that one on the top right. If I was obligated to wear one early, it would have been that one on the top right. But those are all like, yeah.
Skip for me, guys.
Yeah.
Skip for me.
The real history of Adidas. No one wants to pay attention. They just want the Yeezys.
Skip.
What the fuck? This is fucking absurd, man. Fuck!
Moving forward, the Jordan 9 Dreamer to Do It. This is based off of like old 90s like VHS tapes or whatever. That's why they did this particular 9. Jay, drip, flip, or skip, sir?
Skip. I can't do it.
Brendan?
Skip. I like what they
It
did
matches
with the
your hair
tongue,
though.
but
Yeah, it's a skip. That shoe's awful.
Skip. We do outfits also. We got Ellen in the Fair God Skyline. Drip, flip, or skip.
That's drip. For her, that's typical Ellen drip. She's
Typical Ellen
been
drip.
styled
typical, yeah.
she's been styled very well over the years.
Brendan?
I have nothing but respect for this fit. I think a lot of people killed these Skylines, but Ellen's got it. That's a drip.
This is also like she's wearing like a Brendan fit, basically.
Just looks like
they got
Brendan.
the same button.
It looks like Brendan.
Right
Like all she needs is a mustache and she could be
The
Brendan.
moccasins you got on right now.
Oh yes. Welty.
Yeah, no, this caught me kind of like not off guard that she would wear this, but just like,
Why,
oh
'cause
shit,
she's a
like.
woman?
Yes, exactly. That's the reason why. No. Just caught me off guard. This caught me kind of like not off guard, and I was like, oh, that's dope. That's to me, those are always the
So,
best sneaker moments.
drip?
Yeah.
Oh, it's a flip for me.
Ellen
It's a
come on
flip.
the show.
You don't fuck with that shoe?
No, hell no. Moving forward, we got Tracy Ellis, Fine Ass Ross.
Come on the show.
She has the gold toe ones on. Drip, flip, or skip, sir?
Flip. I
Flip?
flip that shoe. That's I mean, we got asked for those a lot, so.
You've never
Smash 'em
gotten in
out
a
either.
fight trying to
I almost
buy
got shot at a release once, but
What
like,
shoe?
LeBron 10 corks.
Wow, LeBron bring out the guns?
Bro,
Okay.
I stood in that line for 4 days. I slept 2 hours in 4 days.
Not bad. Not bad.
Um,
Adderall's a hell of
Brendan,
a
drip, flip,
drug.
or skip?
For
the Tracy.
Ellis Ross,
Yeah.
yeah, nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that.
Yeah,
So
that's,
drip.
Yeah, it's a drip.
Drip all the way across. Tracy, come on the show, please. Now, a real outfit here.
That's drip
You know
all
what I'm saying?
fucking
We got you. Break this down to me. What was this? Is this a day at the shop? What is this?
That's just a day at the shop. I'm rocking Clock 13 lows, Tom Ford jacket,
Oh, yeah.
and then the Greg Lauren
Pants,
camo.
right? Yep.
Yeah.
So, drip.
Drip all
The-
day.
Brendan-
Oh, and the Tacma shirt. Shout out to Tacma.
Tag
Those are my
the
guys.
TS with the
Yup.
lightning bolt, right?
Yup.
Yeah. Brandon, drip
That's
up
a
a skip,
skip.
sir.
The outfit in general, I don't have anything wrong with, but I really don't like that shoe. So
That's like the one of the few
Low
basketball-
13s is
yeah.
like
No, sir.
You wore those at?
Dubai.
Yeah.
Jordan.
Yeah.
Of course.
No, this is
Sold DXB.
for me. It's like I think I've said it before. This is one of the few Jordans I actually really like. I love that colorway. of
The
the
quality's insane on those,
It's
bro.
insane.
shoe. Drip here.
Drip.
Edison Chen, come on the show.
Come on the show.
That's the last outfit we have to talk about. Before we get out of here, we want to dip into the comments section and see what the people have been saying about us on YouTube, because they always have something interesting and insightful to say. So I do have this card here for that. Trinidad wears that hideous trucker jacket that only he could pull off. Prices skyrocket, and y'all in the street looking like fools. Well, apparently you're single-handedly affecting the resale market. Right?
All right. I don't even know what jacket you're talking about.
you.
Sim Dyrus says, absolute banger. Took a couple of geeks to get dad back on the Billboard Hot 100. Are we back on there?
I'm not sure what's happening, but thank you. I guess, I don't know.
SXL said, yo, it took me 40 minutes to watch a 28-minute show from rewinding it so much. Dying of laughter. This show must never end.
Run it back,
Pretty
Turbo.
solid.
Run it back.
Imagine this show never ends. Ugh. I don't want to be here in 10 years. One more comment before we get out of here. Hidden Goalie says, I've watched every single episode of Full Size Run, but only today I realized I'm not subscribed. Shame on you. I always just thought it was subscribed and I like everything and comment. It's Matt Welty's fault.
Blame Matt for everything.
This has
Beautiful.
been another episode of Full Size Run. I am your co-host, Brendan Dunne.
I'm Matt Welty.
I'm Margella Dad.
And this
Boy,
has
two
been,
J's. Appreciate y'all.
we'll see you next time.
She want every color, that's a full size. Buy a 6 for my kids, bought a 7 for my chick.
Yo, better late than never, but it finally came. We got the plaque.
What's that silver shit?
100K subscribers.
That's cute.
This is amazing, dude.
You're hyped over 100,000 subscribers?
What do you mean?
That's nothing.
It's a big moment for the brand.
I could start my own channel and get 100,000 subscribers. You don't want a million?
I'm not trying to touch that shit till it's all go.
Okay, you guys, we need more subscribers.
Subscribe now or Joe LaPuma will never take us sneaker shopping.
I'm gonna dress like Welty. Back to being the common folk. Nobody wants that.
It's not pretty.
I already lost my Gucci sock.
They're gonna fire me if we don't get more subscribers. That's actually true.
Subscribe to the show or they're gonna stop sending me Spezial.
Subscribe to the show so I can keep flexing on you niggas, man. You see these goddamn kicks on my feet? Y'all niggas don't want no smoke.
Just hit the button. I mean, God, how much more can we have?